Welcome back from the CreatorCraft server. Had some technical issues and this is the second time when I'm attempting this episode. So basically what I was saying before I realized I wasn't recording anything, we have quests. And I was just praising someone's village all the way there. And Pizza's tower and Jenkins's castle. But we're here for the shopping district because we lost everything. And quite frankly we need items. And I'm quite naked. Mobs are dangerous. I have a quick nap here. And we have a church. We're gonna have an episode where we're gonna showcase it. And I'm working on some stuff for it. I'm not trying to break the fourth wall here, but for some episodes you kind of have to prepare yourself. Anyway, we have quests. I wrote a couple of them. One of them was done, so once someone completes a quest, they'll bring it to here. It was Mary's lamp. I'll just scroll through for you to read. And we have Crimson's shop here. We have the quest wall over here. Nobody's doing this quest. I don't think they're forcing around. We'll need what we need. So this is about creepers invading the villages. You have to bring 30 gunpowder to the chest, and the quest is helmet decoration and I think 5 diamonds. I probably should get some diamonds to get an elytra. 15 diamonds, yeah, 5 diamonds. Shulker boxes. Yeah, I lost everything because I died in the nether and my items despawned. Not yet. I kind of want one like that. I think these are custom made ones, so I'm not gonna loiter too much around here. I have rockets. I don't have the money to buy them anymore. Where should we place this? Got a bit of lag there. And this is gonna be our shop for now. We're gonna make a proper shop at some point, but not at the moment. Have anything there? This is so nice actually. The server is alive. I bring the honey down here because we have more space. Gonna sell them cheap because we need diamonds. Right, let's make another book, and I suppose I need to put it on a lectern. Oh no, I need a book and quill. Ironic. I know I'm playing the Pope this season, but that doesn't give me the right to enter people's properties and steal. They have to give me the diamonds willingly and the items and all that. Let's see what we can cook. The shopping district is like Victor's playground, I would say. He's mad building this season. He's streaming the builds as well. So check it out on his channel. And watch it on Twitch, by the way. I have to be honest here. My brain is empty at the moment because I had a long week. I've done a lot of driving and I've had a lot of stress caused by equipment not working, regardless of how many times you try to repair them. So my creative juices are quite on the low at the moment. So what we're gonna do, like what I always do, let's brainstorm a bit. What do I need? And yes, I'm spelling it the British way. And what else do I need? I need weapons. What else do I need? Elytra is a bit of a stretch, to be honest. And I have to work on that experience points system. So at the end, thinking to have like an award or something. We'll see. Okay, I know what we need to do. So for armor, we're gonna have this story. We're gonna continue on the story with the villages. We got attacked. Aid for, and I have to admit, I'm kind of using the same premise from an MMORPG that I used to play. There was a mission there where you had to collect 6,000 arrowheads, and they were dropping, like, you know, the drop was quite rare. You had to grind for days, even weeks, months maybe. It took me like a year and a half to collect all of them in the first instance. Anyway, aid for the army. Part 1. We're gonna start off with, praising it, praising the person and so on. May your endeavors be plentiful and prosperous. I think that's how you spell it. Great. Well, I used Great Peril before, So I'm gonna change it around a bit. What should we say? Terrible. We have no soldiers left to defend against skeletons. Okay, so we're gonna play on this mechanic as well. You see sometimes zombies and skeletons fight, so we're gonna use that as a lore. Yeah, sometimes, hey, your kindness bless us all. I have to be honest, I've been quite pressed by time recently. So this episode will be a bit of a chill one. But from next time onwards, we should be more focused on building. Obviously recovering as well, but I was having such a good momentum on building. We'll need to gather a lot of materials, and we'll need to catch up with everybody. Because look at this. People are building walls. I'm building walls as well. Need a piece of leather. Where can I find it? Also, big kudos to Victor, because you know all these materials that he's using, they're not easy to like. Yeah, you can like make trapdoors and gather wood and stone and stuff and that, but he's using mud bricks. No, this is pixel built by Victor, of course, but like, you have to make that, and that's time consuming, man. That is time consuming, that one is time consuming, everything is time consuming. Also, look at this piece of art. Look at that. Kaazoom Saloon. This guy, hot diggity. Yes, we buried him, but the guy is such a good storyteller. He's gonna get bored by how many times I'm gonna say that, but I love a good story and the man can provide. That's why I invited him on the server, because I was like, you know what, this guy is good and he deserves a chance. You know what, it feels so nice recording again. Working on the episodes in tandem every other week. So this week is gonna be CreatorCraft and next week is gonna be Jumbled. I have more time, and sometimes I'm recording a couple of episodes in a span of a few days or a week. And then I kinda leave to work on the other server, and that goes both ways. So sometimes I don't get the time to enjoy them as much as I want to. Actually, I'm very pressed by time at the moment and I'm yapping, but I'm enjoying this kind of freedom because I'm about to get a phone call and I have to leave as soon as the phone call reaches me. You know, I'm enjoying that thrill. You know, when you're doing something, you have that adrenaline that you're gonna get caught. It's gonna refer to many things, but sometimes that fear of getting caught and being stopped, where you kind of risk it all, but the risk is quite great, but the reward is even greater, I suppose. I just received news that Pizza has completed the quest, the one with the wool, and give him the reward. Just gonna leave them here. And he said that we can put the quests in here, so we're gonna start over there. And by the end of the season, we're gonna fill this up. As I said, maybe 2 or 3 quests per week, and we're off to a good start, to be honest. I'm putting my creative writing course to a good use here. Well, I do have a written book, but I haven't published it yet. And I'm cooking up some more writings. And I did used to write poetry. And just because we're here on a tangent, I tried experimenting with various clankers to see what they can cook up in terms of stories. Rubbish. If you want to create something incoherent and stupid, and you know you don't want to take it seriously, then use AI. But if you're serious about writing, just don't. But I would recommend go on Google and ask, is this the right way to say this? Write your sentence, and the Google Clanker is gonna tell you yes or no, and it's gonna give you some examples of like websites and sentences and like I used to use Oxford Dictionary to check my spellings, and I think you can still use the Cambridge Dictionary, I suppose. Anyway, I was using something, and Victor just joined. And it's quite late for me as well. I actually woke up overnight just to be here. And just because we're here, I'm gonna give you a bit of an update on the village. I'm making a few more of those Warcraft style houses. I'm gonna leave the actual ones just to show a bit of a progress in time. But the newer ones will look like this. At the moment there's 2 beds per house. I have to come clean with something. The quests that I'm making, they're related to items that I need. And of course I'm putting a handsome price on them just so I can get them delivered a bit quicker, but that's just the benefit of being the quest writer.